Hey guys, thank you for joining us for the second episode of our comeback series. Football season's on its way, we're all happy to hear it. Loving the preseason action. Now we're here with Steve again as usual. Steve and me, back in the hot seats doing what we do. What we got for us today, Steve?
I got questions.
Yeah, questions. Oh.
And to get some honest answers.
Nothing but truth today, guys. Nothing but truth
You
today.
ready for this? Okay, my first question for you. Thinking of all 32 teams.
Okay.
Lots of drama.
Lots of
Right.
tons of time.
Stuff going on all over the country. What is the biggest story of preseason?
Whole preseason.
All teams considered. Biggest story.
Biggest story in my books or for the people?
In your opinion.
Biggest
I want
story
your
in my
honest
books.
opinion.
Alright, we're gonna go honest this one. Then my biggest opinion is the Greg Hardy Ray Rice crap.
Mm-hmm.
The women abuse, dude.
Yeah.
That's gotta stop. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
the thing that drives me crazy about that is this is not the first time this has ever happened in the NFL. Yet we're like, what do we do in situations like this?
Right.
How do we handle people that abuse their women?
Yep.
By handling them like grown men, because they're not grown men, so we're gonna handle them like they should be,
Yeah.
right? Like, nothing against Ray Rice, great football player. Nothing against Greg Hardy, obviously blows at the end. Get your stuff on track, dude. You're out here to be professionals. Children are watching you. I have a child. My child is gonna grow up Raider Nation, obviously. But when he grows up and watches football, I want him to get some good life lessons. Realize that hard work and integrity leads to success. Not beating women and being full of yourself
Yep.
leads to success. It ain't about the muscles. It ain't about the money. It's about the hard work. People that get really good into the game realize like, oh, I'm king. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I can go out. I can hit a chick. I can go get drunk and party. I can crash my car to a tree. I can break my ankle while I'm getting pizza. If anybody remembers that story, I'm not going to put a name just so we can test out your IQs. Huh? But the fact that you get to that point, you just think you're just above the world. I don't want my kid to grow up and think, oh, I can be an athlete so I can be better than girls. I want to think I want to be an athlete because I work hard and I feel like I need to achieve the things that I want in life with hard work. So I'd have to say abuse targets. And I hope you get proper time for your abuse targets.
So this doesn't count as a question, but it's a follow-up.
Okay.
So do you think a 2-game suspension sends the wrong message, maybe?
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
not enough?
Counseling. Counseling. Honestly, people would say, oh, counseling, that's a tap on the shoulder. If it has to be counseling that you pass. You can't just show up for your due hours. You got to go there, and they got to really break down your evaluation. If you don't pass, that's a 6-game suspension. Right there. 6 games. Forget 2. That's weak. 2 should be like, oh, I'm smoking pot, and I got caught. Alright, 2-game suspension, being an idiot. You're hitting chicks. You were causing physical harm to a woman, bro.
Yeah, it's a crime.
Every day the NFL is talking about how we want more women watching. Stand up for the women.
Yeah.
Stand up for the ladies and be like, dude, that's not okay. We will not allow stuff like that in our league. And if you expect so, you're going to miss damn near half the season. So see how much your impact is then. Watch as the players come back and snap back at that person because, dude, you were gone half the season. You're our star player. We couldn't win because you weren't there.
Right.
What you can get your head on straight. That impact is huge. When your teammates are like snapping at you, telling you need to shape up or get out, it works.
All right.
So I feel
Good
like
answer.
counts in a 6-game suspension would be.
Good answer. All right. Okay. No offense to any bottom dweller teams, but which bottom dweller team is best positioned to improve this season?
We're talking better bottom dwellers from last year.
Yeah, the people that they have no hopes of postseason.
No,
So everything's engineered so that the bottom work their way up and the
that's the
top fall.
theory at least.
At least, yeah,
That's the theory.
That's what
It's
they're
the goal.
trying to accomplish. So of all those teams that had no hopes of postseason presence, which one's best positioned to do better this year?
You know, I'm gonna hit like a mid sleeper area, and I got 2 of them really come to mind. I want to say the Raiders, but that's not one of the 2 because I'm not gonna be biased on this. I love my Raiders. We have a chance, but I'm not gonna go Raiders. I'm gonna hit them with a couple points that people might be amazed. Jacksonville or Tampa Bay. I feel like they're both like Jacksonville really boosted up on all levels of their team this year.
Yeah, they
They
picked
really
up a lot of
did.
Seahawks.
They picked a lot of Seahawks and
a
they
lot of
made
good
the right
players.
decisions. They got Blake Bortles. If I see
Yeah.
Blake Bortles starting, I know you're really going to get on track. I know you're really going somewhere. And I feel like Jacksonville may just hit that cusp of getting there if they can actually just push it through, get everybody on the same page. But Tampa Bay's got basketball on grass right now, man. Jenkins and Evans, that's some freak hype. I mean, that's Chicago over again. You got your Alshon Jeffrey and Brandon Marshall.
Right.
I mean, you might as well put them on the same team. So I think my best bet would still have to be Tampa Bay, though. Even though both these teams have iffy quarterback situations.
You're
so
going
like, let's
Tampa
see
Bay.
that. We'll go Tampa.
So that's good news for people in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Professional football will improve this year.
Yeah, never say I don't do a shout out, by the way, because I could have said Raiders, I could have gone for an hour, but I went Tampa, so
All right.
I ain't biased.
Okay. So Vegas has picked Seahawks versus Broncos again this year in the Super Bowl,
Vegas versus Seahawks. Seahawks.
like last year.
Like last
What are
year.
your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that? I think it's a little premature. It's preseason.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, I'll say it. They did the same thing last year. They said, oh, it's definitely going to be Seahawks and Broncos, and then sure enough,
That's very rare, though. I mean, like, there's sometimes where, I mean, if anybody remembers, like, last year, the year before that, when Houston was like, oh, we're primed to be in the Super Bowl. Everybody's
Yeah.
like, the Super Bowl, freaking Houston. Everybody's going to pick
And then
Houston.
what happened?
And then they sucked.
Yep.
They were horrible. And that's partially to Matt Schwab, which I still like Matt Schwab. I'm a great fan. And if you do good, I'll forgive you for your mistakes in life. That's God in me telling me I'll forgive you. But, side note, back to what we're talking about. Houston was primed to go up there. And I think the Seahawks have all the tools. And I think Denver has all the tools.
Yeah.
But now y'all got an X on your back.
yep.
Everybody knows these guys are noisy at home when it's Seattle. They're noisy, they're loud, they're proud. Everybody also notices in Denver, if you put that heat on that quarterback, he ain't getting nothing done.
Yep.
And if you get him a little out of his zone, out of his mojo, he's not going to achieve much.
Yep.
So you got to stack that box and hit him before he throws it. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. So I feel like the odds are there, but I wouldn't say in their favor. You know what I mean? Simply because of that X on your back.
So you're saying, like, maybe both teams get first seed, but
But I don't think they make
getting
it
all
that
the way
way.
to the...
Getting it all the way there, but I wouldn't be amazed. But if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be amazed either. I'd be like, oh yeah, see, because they had the X on the back. Everybody knew these guys are primed. Let's shake that up a little bit. And they had all last year to watch these guys blow stuff up.
Yeah.
So if,
yeah.
if you have all those coaching staffs watching you blow things up, they should be able to come up with some game plans
Yeah,
to
they're
figure out.
going to be engineering for it.
Exactly, because we saw what happened with the read option. The read option play was like, oh, 1 year nobody could do a damn thing to stop it.
Yeah, until they had time
And
to adjust.
They adjusted next season came through. It still had its impact, but it wasn't unstoppable.
Right.
Just like next year, I don't think LeSean McCoy is going to be unstoppable. Or Nick Foles, because now we know Nick Foles doesn't have Keyshawn. We know that he likes to throw it far. Let's just get some more zones going on. You know, that kind of thing. So I see a little bit of change in the NFL. But I could see Denver and Seattle making it. But I'm not.
But they're not a lock or anything.
They're not a lock, and I wouldn't put my chips in.
Cool.
I wouldn't put my chips all in one spot.
All right, so you're not a betting man.
Not a bit.
All right. Favorite rookie that's guaranteed to start?
Favorite is guaranteed to start. How do you know it's guaranteed? Breaks neck
In,
tomorrow.
well, this is your opinion, right? Guaranteed, in your opinion, to start. Favorite rookie. I'm pretty sure I knew who you're going to answer, too.
You're thinking I'm going to say Khalil Mack?
Yes.
So Khalil Mack's pretty phenomenal. And if anybody doesn't know Khalil Mack's phenomenal, you say, oh, he's quiet in preseason. You need to shut your mouth real quick. And I dare you to say that to his face because he would slap that look right up the face. But I want to go Khalil Mack. You're right. I'm going to go Khalil Mack simply because of how we've lined up our front seven.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We can't not have that elite pass rusher to come up on those multiple D downs. Everybody saw, if you watch the Raiders game, the NASCAR route that I was thinking about, the NASCAR formation.
Mm-hmm.
But they got Justin Tuck, Lamar Woodley, Tonio Smith, and Khalil Mack all in the front four, and then just blow you up on third downs.
Right.
I'm sorry, but that is some scary, scary business.
Yeah.
That is real. Like, any one of those guys used to make people be on alert. Like, oh, Justin Tuck's on the right side, let's watch. It's a passing down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you got Lamar Woodley, and Antonio Smith,
Yeah.
and Khalil Mack. All people you would have done that by yourself. You would have been like, he's right there. He's there. I'd watch him. But
Yeah.
now all four of them there, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You gonna double team anybody there? I bet you shouldn't. Should throw in your biggest, heftiest dudes there and tell them to sit on the ground and hope for the best.
Yep.
Like,
You know, that formation is not new.
It's not new,
You
but
just
the-
load up that
the
front
tools,
four.
though.
And it was working last year. A few teams had their heavy D package, and
Yeah, but the people they
It worked.
brought together. Some people say, oh, they're outdated, they're old, they're just past their prime.
Mhm.
I don't think that. Let alone, even if you were right, not every player is gonna think that. A lot of these players have played Justin Tuck and
Yeah.
have a little bit of like awareness, right? So they're gonna have that mind. They're gonna be in your brain. They're gonna get in your brain and be like, I got Justin Tuck here, Khalil Mack. Oh God, what am I gonna
Crap.
do?
Yeah.
Next thing they're not. The next thing they're not living instinct. They're living like, oh, what? He's going over there. Should I run? Oh, what am I doing? I don't know, right? So even that mental game can
Mhm.
open it up for Khalil Mack just to blow your head off,
Yeah.
right? Let alone like we were saying earlier, pocket passers. AFC West is made full of pocket passers. This guy blows pocket passers up
Yeah.
all the time. It's his ability. He can do that. So I would say Khalil Mack.
Alright.
But on the side note, I have to play Bortles next week because he looks pretty good. He
Okay.
looks really good.
and
that's not,
he's probably guaranteed to start.
I think he's good. I mean, if anybody that's coaching that team has eyes, ears, and mouth, and at least like a quarter of a brain, he's no start.
Okay. Gus Bradley's a really smart
He
guy.
is, but we'll see if he
Yep.
always makes the right choice.
We will see.
We will see.
All right. This question is very lopsided
He's lopsided
on purpose.
on purpose. All right.
Favorite player on the Seahawks?
They're playing
that's going to
Seahawks.
explode this year.
Alright. I'm gonna answer this, but you gotta answer the same question. We gotta do it fair.
Okay.
Alright. Favorite player on the Seahawks is gonna explode. Can he be already exploded before? Is that fine?
Say that again?
Is it cool if he's already like made a big thing in
Yeah.
Seattle?
The favorite player on the Seahawks that's going to have a big year this year.
Favorite player on the whole entire Seahawks team. I like Terry Sherman, but that's not a fair answer.
Mhm.
So let's go Earl Thomas.
Earl
You
Thomas.
didn't say that. I like Earl Thomas simply because he just blows your face off. And as a Raiders fan, I love Jack Tatum.
Yep.
And if you can hit people hard, you best believe you're going to get my props. And Reed loved him simply because when you caught that ball, he knocked your ass out every
Mhm.
time. So I'm going to go Earl Thomas.
All right.
I'm going to go Earl Thomas. How about you?
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
Whole Raiders team.
whole Raiders team.
Who's going to be the best player on the team this year? Who's going to be that same question you asked me?
I'm going to
Right.
go with another easy answer. Sorry. Khalil Mack.
All right. I'll take
Because-
it. I'll take it.
I think he's gonna hit way more sacks than anybody would expect from a rookie.
Rookie of the year, you think? Defensive rookie of the year?
Ooh, defensive rookie of the year?
A lot of people tossing that thought around.
Yeah,
he
maybe.
might just be that guy.
Mhm.
Everybody say, "Oh, Clowney's the right position," but
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know if Clowney's got the same position he is as Khalil
Yeah,
Mack.
yeah, that's a maybe. But
I'll go with the concept.
I'm gonna go with Mack.
All right. Now, just to appeal to our fans, this is gonna be a tough one for both of us. This is a difficult question for both of us. This is improv. Not telling you
Okay.
this coming, but that inspired me.
Okay.
Favorite Denver players?
Favorite Denver player?
Yep, we got it. We knock them all the time.
Okay.
So I feel like we owe
Yeah.
those fans at least
All
an
right.
answer.
I'll give them some love. I mean, you know, they need some love. They
Yeah.
threw a parade because they won their first preseason game. You know, props to you guys. I'm gonna go with the easy answer again, Peyton Manning.
Hey, man.
He's a classy dude. He's a classy dude,
All right.
and he's probably best ever. Probably best playing right now.
Yeah.
You know,
All right. I will go.
I think I know who you're gonna go with.
Same person, you think? Think about the same person?
I don't think you're gonna go with Peyton Manning.
Who do you think I'm going with? I can't even. I'm sorry to Peyton Manning, but I don't have.
I think
it
you're
in
going
me
with D.
to-
Thomas.
Oh,
Am I right?
we know each other too well, right? This is what family
This
friendships
isn't the only
do.
time we talk
This is
football.
what we always do. Demarius Thomas, I love the guy, okay? I love him, but I hate when we're there on Sundays. I hate it
Yeah.
because I'm just like, damn it. Like, I gotta watch this guy play. But in that Super Bowl against the Seahawks, he was the only one that played football.
Mhm.
He's like the only guy that did anything, and he like had a separated shoulder or something. The guy was still out there just blowing shit up. I love Julius too, but not nearly as much like Demarius,
Yeah.
right? Like Demarius on the free agents list. I'm writing Dennis out and letter like, dude, why by the time my letter gets to you have you not signed him yet? Like, that's what I want to know. So I'm gonna go Demarius Thomas. I don't have it in me to say Peyton Manning. I despise him way too much to even give him credit for any of his achievements. It's just
Yeah.
how it is. It's like you look Colin Kaepernick. Can you sit here and be like, if we did a whole show for 15 minutes about Colin Kaepernick, can you say one nice thing? about
Wait,
him?
you keep saying which?
Colin Kaepernick. Sorry,
Yeah.
Kaepernick.
I didn't know what you're talking about.
In the house we're staying in, it's Kaepernick.
It's Kaepernick.
Yeah. So could you say a single nice thing about him for a 15-minute segment? If I said you to say 5 nice things about Colin Kaepernick, would it even be
Okay,
football?
let me
related?
find something nice to say, complimentary to say about Colin Kaepernick.
If you say something nice about him, I'll say something nice about him. Man, it'll be an even trade.
I've never met the guy, you know, so I don't know him personally,
Okay.
but I gotta say, if he was, how do I say this? I would think Colin is maybe top of the game at like custom steering wheel covers.
What?
Like he could design a really nice steering wheel.
Where
Like,
does this
the-
come
the-
from?
The leather wrap you put on, like, you know, you get like your
Yeah,
your
it's talking
tuner
about.
Honda
Where does this
Civic.
even come from?
I'm trying to think of something nice to say. He
He tried.
could make some seriously
How do you know he's just like a
hot-looking steering wheel
horrible
cover.
steering wheel cover guy? Like how do you know that he didn't have a day in his life where he
Well,
tried?
I've seen like photos of him,
Yeah.
you know, like, just around, you know, just
Yeah.
throwing up his symbols and hey, look at my cool shirt and hat and stuff. And, you know, so I get a sense of his style,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And I think his sense of style translates really well into, you
Steering
know,
wheel
really hot-looking steering wheel
Now that have
covers.
you on Honda Civics and stuff?
It could be a Nissan Sentra,
Is that
maybe even a
class?
GTR. I mean, he's got money. GTR. It could be a Nissan GTR.
Okay, cool.
But he would make one hot steering wheel cover for that
Alright,
car.
alright, credited to that. Alright,
Yeah.
so now I gotta know about Peyton Manning, assuming? Okay.
Okay, yeah. Tell me one nice thing about Peyton Manning.
Alright, one nice thing about Peyton Manning. Does it actually have to be nice, or can it be like a
Not bad. Not negative.
I had like a double, like a oh, high five, slap, coming up.
Here comes a compliment for you.
I had one that was like, I was gonna say, when he falls in his bag, it's big enough to take his time to get on up, so it's a pulling thing. But
I was gonna say something like that. You know, after getting bitch slapped in the Super Bowl, he was still just coming up to every Seattle player and congratulations, good job.
see what I mean?
You know,
Like
very
when you get
gentlemanly.
sacked, you handle it like a man, but you went
Yeah.
down like a girl still. You get up like a man, but
He
you went
gets
down
up,
like a
he
girl.
gets back up like a man.
Okay, but if I had to compliment Peyton Manning, I would like to say that your family has good genes. You have good football playing genes. And
That's
you're-
true.
and your historical family, I will credit
Yeah.
that ability. That's not an interpersonal skill that you created yourself, but that's a fact.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
He and his brother came from a great quarterback.
They did. And whether or not that translated very well or not, you still have it somewhere. If I were to pull apart your DNA and find something there, I'd find something related to Archie. I can guarantee it.
All right.
That's my comment.
They got football in the genes.
They do. Whether
Yep.
or not it's in their hand very often, being thrown properly. That's a different question. But, okay. Awesome.
All right.
That was our wonderful attack, and that one got longer than the last one.
All right. So, until next time.
Until next time, guys. Appreciate it.
Peace.
Peace.